Shira Matsuzawa joins us now from our newsroom and is sharing what experts are telling her tonight. Shira?
Well, the last time we had an incumbent president who started a campaign and then dropped out was Lyndon Johnson in 1968. But that also happened much earlier in the election year. So the experts I spoke with today say while this is rare and unprecedented in some ways, it is normal when it comes to politics. Scott Lemieux is an associate teaching professor of political science at the University of Washington. He says the fact that this is happening before the Democratic National Convention is much easier because what some don't realize is the Democratic Party had not yet nominated Joe Biden, but rather it elected delegates to the convention. You might remember previously voting in the Washington primary. So what does this mean for those who voted in that primary and for Biden? I talked with constitutional law professor at the Seattle University School of Law, Andrew Siegel, about that.
It's true that we had a primary. The primary, of course, did not directly pick a nominee, but picked the delegates. But of course, the primary was designed to pick a candidate. There was always the possibility that that candidate would be unavailable to run or choose not to run. And that's what happened here. So I don't think that there's anything untoward with that about that candidate deciding that they're not up for the campaign.
So what happens next? Well, the Democrats will select its nominee either on the convention floor or through a vote of delegates. It's unclear exactly which of those will happen, but the Washington State Democratic Party tells me they are in the process of understanding exactly how they will move forward. They say prior to the president announcing he was dropping out of the race, there were plans to have a virtual roll call between August 1st and August 7th, so their nominee could make it onto the Ohio ballot, and it looks like it'll be moving in that direction. As we've reported, President Biden, including many others, have already endorsed Vice President Kamala-Harris for president, and we asked what that means moving forward.
When you voted for Joe Biden as the presidential nominee, you were voting for Kamala Harris to be part of the ticket, and it's well known that if the president cannot serve for any reason, that the vice president would step in. So essentially, if you're voting for Biden, you are voting under the assumption that Vice President Harris can be president if need be. And so I think that's one reason that that I think the party is going to unify behind her.
Of course, people can be concerned at some level, that they don't know the vice president as well. She's going to have to make her case, but she's going to have an opportunity to make her case. So, I mean, this is within the realm of things that can happen in American politics and can happen within the rules of American politics and the norms of American politics. It just hasn't happened in a long time.
I also reached out to the Secretary of State about this, but have yet to hear back. And coming up in our next half hour, I talked with the Washington State Democratic Chair about her call for Vice President Harris to lead the Democratic ticket. What she had to say coming up at 5:30. In the newsroom, Shira Matsuzawa, Fox 13 News.